Okay. So how do we start factoring this? What type of factoring should we do here? Yeah, so we have 3 terms, right? So we know we can't factor by grouping here. We can't immediately factor because it's not a quadratic, right? We can't do the x method immediately. Instead, we see, oh, it's x to the 4th, and we also have an x squared. So we know we can use what is called quadratic form, where we replace the variable with something that can be factored, right? So what should we replace x with? Yeah. Why do I always pick G? Let's be different. Let's J. Okay. So J is equal to x squared. So if I now want to introduce J, how many J's can replace x to the 4th? 2. So it's J squared minus just a plain J replaces x squared minus 6. And now what do I do? Yeah, now it's a quadratic. So I can factor this using our normal methods of x factoring. So up top goes negative 12, and in the bottom goes negative 1. What 2 numbers multiply to get negative 12 but add to get negative 1? Good. Negative 4 and 3. And then what do I do? Good. Bring down the outer 2 values. So these are going to be way too far apart. Minus 4j plus 3j. Now what? How do you factor this? You now have 4 terms. What do you do? Yeah, you split them into 2. You factor by grouping, it's called. So what can I pull out of 2j squared minus 4j? I can pull out a 2j. And I'm left with j minus 2. And then what can I pull out of 3j minus 6? A 3, good. And I'm left with j minus 2. So is this it? Am I done? What should you do? Good. The outside GCFs you just pulled out are 1 factor. And your second factor is j minus 2. Are you done? What's the last and final step? Remove the j. So you place x back in. Can these be simplified anymore? No, right? 2 is not a perfect square, so it can't be split anymore. All right. Now this next one should have been quite easy. How do you start it? Yeah, pull a GCF out, which is? Good. So we're left with x squared minus 25. Can this be simplified more? So I saw there was a couple people who did not simplify this. What did they miss? They are both perfect squares. So we can use difference of perfect squares here. So that x squared minus 25 is split into what? Yes, x plus 5 and x minus 5. Can this be simplified anymore? That's it. We're done. Any questions on this? Like I said last class, the reason we're reviewing factoring is because we're about to start rational functions, which not today, but next class and the following classes, we're going to have to factor to simplify rationals. All right.